Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Coins Monster. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning back in. Today, I'm bringing you my second Bitcoin update. Alright? Second Bitcoin update. This update follows the previous video I posted on Bitcoin. I was still calling the drop down to 42 and 39k, and that update followed the first video on Bitcoin that I posted at the beginning of this year. Alright, let's get into it. Now, in this video, what I'll be talking about is what Bitcoin is currently doing and why I call the drop, and what do I see Bitcoin doing in the next 7 to 10 days, and after that, where will Bitcoin go in the midterm. Alright, so as you can see, my previous chart is still drawn on the screen, right? I've left it in the 4-hour time frame so you can see a slightly zoomed in video of it. Now, what Bitcoin is currently doing is playing out this fractal. Alright, now as you can see, if I overlay it, it's played almost to a T, right? Now, I believe Bitcoin in the next 7 to 10 days is likely to do something like this. This is a range that Bitcoin is going to play out. Okay, there's going to be most likely a relief rally, and this will give all the coins a higher low in support, and then Bitcoin will go in down for its final drop. Alright, and let's see where it plays out to, because TA is not an exact science. We just play with the probabilities handed to us. But my targets, if it drops down, remains the same. Alright, now if it here, I'll zoom in here so you can closely see the wick. So you had a target of 42, it hit, even with the wick, it hit my target. Okay, so what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do is drop to still very likely drop to 39,000 or even 40,000. Okay, now why do I say this? Well, why is it going to play this range and then drop again? There is something called a Wyckoff accumulation phase. All right, I'm pulling it up on the screen for you now. Okay, now what this has Bitcoin has done, okay, after its initial drop from 69 down to 42, 41 something, is this. Okay, and this was the seller exhaustion phase. Now, this was an automatic rally, Bitcoin went up, it was a secondary test, it went up, this was a fake out, secondary test in phase B. Okay, so we can see here, initial drop, automatic rally, secondary test, fake out, secondary test B, and this is where we are right now. Okay, now if we are in this phase right in here in secondary test phase B, right, that means the next thing to follow is this small range after the spring, where the spring will follow. Okay, so I'm assuming, well, what the TA is showing me, that we are in this small, the next two double hills, the double tops, they should play out, and after this the final drop down. Okay, now this drop, the spring, usually takes out the secondary test in phase B. That's why I'm expecting another drop down lower than $41,000. Say it can be even just slightly lower, like maybe 40,500. That will be enough. Okay, that's still lower than these two drops, so that will be enough. But personally, I'm not going to wait for Bitcoin to just hit 39k just because I'm expecting it. Okay, like I said before, TA is not an exact science, it's the game of probabilities. Okay, now Bitcoin can easily drop today even to 39 and be done with it. Okay, that will be a spring. Now after the spring, it will still play out this range, but as you can see here, it will give us a higher low, which will be the test of this support. Okay, so if it plays out, this will be the spring, and then it'll go back up to test, and then eventually head on up. Okay, now in this phase right here, what you see I've still highlighted, this is where I'm looking at the charts. Okay, and why I'm looking at the charts is because in this relief rally up in here and all this choppiness that is going on, altcoins will be accumulated, okay, before their final rally up. Now in previous bull cycle, it is exactly in this little range right here where Bitcoin was still continued to be choppy before it went on up to do a Fibonacci retracement to the upside. Okay, and during this run up here, the altcoins outperformed Bitcoin by at least 2x. Okay, so I'm expecting the altcoin market cap to go at least double than Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm at 2.7 trillion. That's my target on the altcoin market cap, which is currently sitting at about 1.2 trillion. So if Bitcoin's market cap is currently 900 billion, and altcoin market cap is over a trillion, that leads me to believe that the altcoin market is still strong and is ready to outperform Bitcoin. We just need that final phase, right? So that is what I'm expecting. So next 7 to 10 days, I'm expecting this little phase to play out and then rally up. But I'm not personally a fan of waiting just to hope it comes down to 39k and miss the exact buys, because let's face it, there will be some coins that still hold the strong support, and because they're strong coins, they will not be affected as much. So dollar cost average is a good plan at this stage, and just wait for the next rally up. Okay, now important note here, I did mention the Wyckoff accumulation phase, right? Do not be fooled though by any YouTuber who calls a 250k Bitcoin looking at just this pattern alone, okay, unless he can back it up using excellent TA work. Now I will explain why you should be cautious and why I have exit point in crypto written here. Okay, now the biggest thing that is common for any TA chartist is to miss the bigger picture, okay, sometimes. Now what I see is this massive range. Okay, to me this looks like a Wyckoff distribution phase that is happening. Okay, so this rally up here that Bitcoin is going to go up, my expectation from 39 to 60 or $60,000, that will complete the Wyckoff distribution phase. Okay, now if you take a closer look here, we have the first drop, the second drop, and the third drop, which is the spring. So that is one bottom, and this is the second bottom. This is a double bottom, okay, and this is big, just like we saw in here, double bottom, and then it went on to the upside. Now what do I see already on this projection here is this: there's one top, and then there's going to be another top. Okay, now this is a double top, which is the opposite of this piece right here, right? So that's why it looks different to Wyckoff distribution and accumulation. I'll put it on the chart for you here on the screen. See, this is what is currently happening, and this is what is most likely to happen in the next rally up. And this is exactly why I'm going to exit the crypto market personally when Bitcoin hits $54,000 or $60,000. $69,000 all-time high of Bitcoin is here. We are down in here, okay, in this little range right here. Once that rally goes up, it's done for, because I believe that Bitcoin's market cap, if it already dropped from 1.3 trillion down to 900 billion, that's a sign of Bitcoin bear market has started. Another fact is that the altcoin market cap is actually bigger than Bitcoin market cap. And at this stage of the bull cycle, as in previous cycles, Bitcoin's bear market starts first, and then right before the rally to the upside as a bearish retest, altcoin market booms. It outperforms Bitcoin by a mile. Okay, that's what the charts have shown, and that's what the charts and the data is actually showing now. Okay, so it's all the data that I'm bringing to you because I believe it's important just to make a note of it. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not an investment recommendation idea. It's strictly for educational purposes, all right? But these facts are good to be taken into consideration. Okay? Now, if you do like the content that I provide, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get alerted on my next few videos that will be coming soon. Okay, I will be taking out a few gems that have the most potential for the remainder of this bull cycle. Okay, and there will be a lot more trades as well that I'm personally going to take because the project is good and their technical analysis is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so thank you for watching. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.